suffering something, the first thing that I need to do is to make a quick analogy. Maybe I did something. Maybe I did something and I need to do tshuva for it. And once I do tshuva, it will stop, it will disappear. The self, the first thing that comes is my ego triggers in. And right away it can be that I did something wrong. I mean, after all, I'm so perfect. It's not that I did something. It must be the world that did something. That's how the ego will react. But the right way is when something happens in my life is to say, maybe I did something. If I'm getting hurt from that direction, maybe I hurt somebody on this direction. If something is not working from this department, maybe I did the same thing in the same department in a different direction. So the first thing is I have to make some type of a cheshbon nefesh, a self-assessment to see maybe I did something and I need to do tshuva. And if I live like that, then I already diminish half of my problems. Because I realize, not too long ago, somebody was very upset at me. And I was like, I really didn't do anything. I didn't do nothing. It would be very easy to say to myself, he's wrong, how dare he, etc. But I was like, if that person is getting upset at me, maybe I got somebody upset without even noticing. Let me think. Maybe I said something not nice. Maybe I hurt somebody. Maybe I hurt my child. A lot of people, they don't understand that the child is also a human being. And sometimes you will hurt your 7-year-old or your 12-year-old and you're not going to put any importance. It's my child. I'm allowed to scream at him. That's not that I'm saying that you're allowed to. I'm just saying that's the way of thought. And sometimes, a parent hurts their child. And they don't understand that it's wrong. And they will never even think of coming to the child and saying, I'm sorry I screamed at you the other day. I had a very bad day and a long day, and I'm sorry I let it out on you. Very few parents will come to their child and apologize. But could very much be that when somebody is upset at me, I upset somebody. And that somebody is holding grudge, or is upset, or is disappointed or sad. So first of all, I have to make always an analogy why Hashem is showing me this situation, because every situation that I deal with is a mirror to my life. Just, the other day, I was watering all the plants outside, and the hose was spritzing water everywhere, and somebody was screaming at me, why am I wetting this alley? I'm like, what do you mean? What? I mean, I can't control the water. The water just goes where it goes. And he was screaming at me that I'm disturbing, and all the water is all over the alley. So the first reaction you would think is to scream back. Like, are you listening to your words? You're telling me that I'm putting water in the alley? That would be a natural reaction. But the reason why I'm telling you that is to understand that my first thought is like, wait a minute, why is that person screaming at me? One person will say, oh, he's crazy, he has issues, he is impatient, he is having his problems, that it's coming out on me. That's a very superficial way to do the analogy. Rather, I was saying, maybe I did something wrong. Maybe he's right. Maybe I should do the watering late at night when it doesn't bother anyone. Maybe I should control the water. I don't know. The point is that I was not seeing in him the problem, is seeing maybe I did something wrong. And if he's screaming at me, maybe I screamed at somebody with a reason that was ridiculous. Because in my eyes, in my opinion, when he was telling me I'm making the alley wet, I was like, that's ridiculous. I mean, what kind of that's what you're telling me? So the analogy was in my mind is maybe I was screaming at somebody that didn't make any sense. Maybe I raised my voice at my child on something completely irrelevant, and my child now is hurt that I said something, and that, in the language of a child, that's not fair. Why'd you scream at me? So the point is that in any situation that happens in my life, like a challenge, is first of all to look in myself, because the Kadosh Baruch Hu puts these mirrors in front of me all day long, and if something happens in my life, it's for me to analyze something in me. Hashem is basically showing me. So if I'm sitting around the table and I see something annoying, my child is doing something annoying, that thing is in me. That Hashem is allowing me to see it in my child. And anything that I do, and every place that I go, something bothers me, most likely I have it in me that I'm able to see it, recognize it, and Hashem says, by the way, that's you.